Hello everybody, welcome back. Almost a week has passed since the very successful CitizenCon event and the spectacular keynote address that revealed the procedural cities of Star Citizen and in general what lies ahead for our favorite game. And we have received another very important update that has to do with the Alpha 3.0 and its release to the PTU. To be more precise, the production schedule report has a brand new format, which is a more detailed look at the different aspects of 3.0, the bugs and tasks that affect them, and in that way the developers want to show us their closeout strategy for Star Citizen Alpha 3.0. With this new format, we can see the different aspects of the 3.0 update. There are 6 in total: shopping, missions, ship and vehicles, traversal, mobigraph, performance and stability, and the bugs and tasks that need to be fixed before we can move on to a PTU release first and an official release of the Alpha 3.0 later. Along with these numbers, we can also see a short description of what is being worked right now and what the next steps are for each one of these 6 aspects of the 3.0. In my opinion, this is a quite nice change and it will give us a much better understanding of what is being worked, the work of the developers, and of course how far or how close to an Alpha 3.0 PTU we are. I am not going to lie, the numbers are scary right now. There are 57 bugs and 234 tasks that need to be fixed, and I have no idea how fast the developers can work on them in order to get the Alpha 3.0 PTU. Hopefully the tasks that are the most will not need a lot of work, will not require a lot of work from the developers, and we will be able to see a lot less issues next week on the production schedule report. I have no idea when we might see the PTU for the Alpha 3.0. I don't even dare to predict a date. If I would dare, I will say sometime late November, early December for the PTU, but nothing is certain, nothing is sure, especially when we are talking about bugs and tasks that need fixing, and I'm sure that the developers are doing the best in order to get the 3.0 PTU as fast as possible. Of course, I would love to hear your opinion about the new format of the production schedule report, the bugs and tasks that need to be fixed before we can move on to a PTU release, and in general when you think we might see that very important PTU. Another change on the production schedule report has to do with the issues remaining for the next phase of the burndown process. We have absolutely no idea how many issues still remain for the Vocati to be able to focus on the next phase, but based on the info we got from the latest burndown report in Around the Verse, we know that there were 15 issues remaining at the time of filming Burndown. So the Vocati hopefully will very soon start focusing on the next phase of Burndown. I have no idea if the Burndown report in Around the Verse is going to change as well. If not, then we will have 2 sources of news regarding the Alpha 3.0 update and of course the bugs and issues that remain to be fixed. The Burndown report that will be telling us how many issues remain until the next phase of the Burndown process, and the production schedule report that will continue the overall countdown until the 3.0 PTU. Let's move on to other news and more specifically to the Pioneer Q&A that reveals some really interesting info about the outpost but also the Pioneer itself, and partially has verified some of our fears about the whole base building feature that we were discussing earlier this week. The size of an outpost is going to be kind of small, around 48 by 48 by 5 meters, and with this size the developers want to give the idea of starting a colonization effort somewhere in the verse on an unknown, a brand new planet. The land claim, on the other hand, is going to be somewhere between 4 by 4 kilometers to 8 by 8 kilometers, something that means that we will have plenty of space to build our base, to lay down our outposts, design the layout of our base in any way we like, and place them, create them with the Pioneer. A land claim will also offer different options like surface rights that will be perfect for pure construction if you just want to build a base, or mineral rights that will allow you to mine to extract viable resources. The Pioneer will not be able to build space stations but only buildings on the ground. This is going to be its only feature. It's going to be a new profession if you think about it. So if you are an owner of a Pioneer, or if you want to become an owner of a Pioneer, you should take this info into consideration. It will be able to build some small landing pads, but they will not be working as hangars. It will not be possible to store your ships on these landing pads. Also, add-on structures like generators and defenses will have to be bought at a store and moved at the area that you want to create your base. The Pioneer will not be able to build them. There are thoughts about allowing the Pioneer to build on asteroids, but this will depend on the asteroid size and how the voxel tech of Star Citizen is going to evolve. The placed outpost can be disassembled if you want and rebuilt in another new location with the Pioneer if you feel like you want to change scenery, or if you want to find another area rich in resources. What really scares me about the outposts is the confirmation we got from the developers that they are going to be persistent and other players will be able to attack and loot them. If you have registered your outpost with the UE or the local law enforcement, the force that is responsible for the specific area, such as Crusader Security for example, they will try to defend your base, your land, but may not arrive in time to defend your base. This will depend on the AI location and the travel time between that location and your base. Something that means that a well-organized group of attackers might be able to destroy a very big part of your base while you are offline and loot most of your valuable resources. In the end, players will be responsible for the safety of their outpost and they will have to place defenses like turrets, but also hire AI and mercenaries, something that is giving a great advantage to international very big organizations that can have many players online 24/7. Hopefully some limitations, some regulations will be introduced for this feature, this very interesting feature that is coming to the game, and maybe we will even have some invulnerability times for our bases when we are offline. We will see in the future how the whole feature of base building is going to evolve. It is a very sensitive topic for Star Citizen, and I'm certain that the developers will do everything they can in order to provide some fun and balanced gameplay. Lastly, Chris and Erin Roberts, in an interview that they have given after the CitizenCon event, reveal some quite interesting new info about Star Citizen. Well, may not be very new, but they are indeed interesting. First of all, there might be an Evokite-like phase for Squadron 42 once it is closer to release. The Reclaimer is finished and fly ready, but cannot do what it's supposed to do, which is salvaging, a feature that will come to the game after 3.0. And there was some talking about full loot mechanics, the ability to take items, armors, and weapons from killed enemies. This needs to be clarified, because it will definitely change the nature of Star Citizen. This is everything I want to share with you today. I'm very happy with the new format of the production schedule report, but I'm a bit scared about the many bugs and issues that need to be fixed before we can have a PTU for the Alpha 3.0 update. I would definitely love to hear your opinion about this new format and the number of bugs and tasks remaining for the PTU of the Alpha 3.0 update, and of course what you think about the Pioneer Q&A, about the info we got about the Pioneer, and more specifically the persistence of outposts, if this is something that will keep you away from that kind of gameplay, if you think that there need to be some limitations in the game to help protect small organizations from very big organizations. Thank you very much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. I am Squid of Love and I will see you around the verse. Bye bye.